Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite, home to the #1 Theta community. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And you can find me on Theta TV as well. Alright, this video is going to be a follow-up video to us calculating Theta's revenue. So we are curious about how much potentially Theta can earn in a decentralized manner. In my previous video, and I'll link that in the top right, I went through the best case scenario for the Theta video API. And if we take these numbers over here and just guess that a company, would max out the usage for the video ingest, the video storage, and the video delivery, how much money Theta, in a decentralized manner, could make from that. And I was actually very surprised with how much one company could bring revenues and earnings for Theta. So this video is a follow-up video because, as we know, there's multiple ways for Theta to make its income, and the Theta video API, it's just one segment. Another segment, it's actually a quite large segment as well, a very popular one, is Theta Drop. So yes, the premier NFT marketplace for the Theta ecosystem. So in this video, I kind of want to walk through some of, not all, but most of the drops that have happened in the past, and we will tally up, how much money Theta has made from these drops. And I'll walk you through how I came to that conclusion and how much money we can expect to see in this year and in years coming. So let's get directly into it. First and foremost, these are the drops. You can go to the official thetadrop.com and then click on the drops over here, and you can check out all the previous drops. And I went through these, so I started at the very beginning, and unfortunately I didn't start with the World Poker Tour. I actually started with a ThetaZilla NFT drops, and then I kind of went in and out. I skipped a lot of these beginning ones, and then starting around here, that's when I finally did every single one, just tallying up all this information. It did take quite a bit of time, and I'll show you what I created right now. So it was this spreadsheet over here. So as you can see, I started with ThetaZilla, and then I worked forward with Digital Dave, the Theta Warrior, Sizzle Popcorn, Aladdin, and then as you can see, so on and so forth. So I in total got about 18 different drops. So this isn't even the entire gambit of the all of the drops that Theta has done. And most of these drops, they are, the larger drops. So if there is a one-off auction, I didn't even count that as part of the sales either. So I think this is a very conservative number that we can use to go forward. And it is an underestimate of how much money Theta has made. And if I let you see all of these numbers right here, so I will make these darker color, and there we go. So that is the total sales that I have calculated. And one additional note, the passaways, as of right now, at the time of this recording, they have only released 999, but this number over here, the 1.9 million, that is factoring all 9,999. I just have a very good hunch that it's coming out on Friday, that it will be sold out on Friday. So that is the number that I am factoring for the passaways. So we can see here at the very beginning, the ThetaZilla did very, very good, coming in at about $90,000. And then from there, Theta just kept on releasing more and more NFT drops once every 2 to 3 weeks. And the Digital Dave Theta Warrior actually crushed it, almost $250,000. The next time it was that high was the Secret Pineapple Society, which once again crushed it. The passaways are going to be a little bit higher, and that's due to the fact that they have 9,099, and the Secret Pineapple Society only had 8,888 pineapples. But this is very good news, and I know that in the future, Theta is going to continue to bring, grade A, top tier NFT artists. So we can only expect these numbers to continue to grow and the revenues to continue to get higher and higher. But once we add all of this up, the total was about $6.8 million. So that is really awesome. But the one thing that I do know is all that money does not go to Theta. Actually, a majority of it probably goes to the artists, and there is nowhere open source, at least that I know of, that gives us the number from the split of the earnings that go to Theta and the earnings that go to the NFT creator. So the number that I used was just 5%. I'm assuming that 5% of this number went to Theta and the Theta Drop team, and the creator is going to keep 95% of the money. The split could be different. Maybe it could be 99% and 1%. I'm not exactly sure, but I think 5% and 95% is a very, very fair split, especially with a decentralized exchange. If you go to something like the App Store, I know Apple was keeping something like 30% of the App Store earnings. So with the 5% split, we have about $340,000, almost $341,000. So that is just the primary sales. But the secondary sales, especially for I know the Passaways and the Secret Pineapple Society, has been killing it. There has been continuous purchases of pineapples, and the prices vary from $800 all the way up to a couple $1,000, even $10,000 and $20,000. So I took a very conservative route, and the number that I used was the same exact number for the primary sales, even though I know for a lot of these drops, the secondary market, it's still on fire right now. So I think these are very conservative numbers. And then the Katy Perry Golden Lion, of course, there's no secondary sale for that one. So that is only on the primary sales side. And after tallying up all of those numbers, I got slightly less, which does make sense. So about $6.2 million. So all in all, those are some very, very good numbers to see from the Theta community, just supporting the Theta network and purchasing those NFTs. And a good job for Theta to create such awesome NFTs, to have a community to want to buy them. And for the secondary market, as we know, if we list something, then Theta takes 10% and we take 90%. So that's the split that we can expect to see. And after using that number, we can see that Theta will take about $620,000, a little bit over that, bringing the total earnings up to almost $1 million, just short of it. And guys, the thing that kind of blew my mind a little bit was the fact that Theta Drop hasn't even been around for 1 year yet. So this is kind of hard to determine, how much they're going to make in an entire year when they haven't even been, running for an entire year. If you check out the Medium for Theta Drop, the first Medium post, which was talking about the release for one of the first World Poker Tour Theta Drops, the launch, they had to move it from early May to middle May. So it started in May of 2021. So that is the start date. So in May of 2022, I can get you a better estimate to a 1 year update to see how much revenue and how much earnings Theta makes from these NFT drops. So if we take that information, and here is the same PowerPoint from the Theta video API. Once again, check out my previous video to get the inside scoop for this one, but there's a bunch of companies using the Theta video API and Theta streaming services, and we calculated that after all of best case scenario, if one company were to use all the services, the expense of that company would be about $12 million, or Theta would earn about $12 million. So if we factor the Theta Drop calculations into that as well, with a Theta Drop earning about $1 million a year, even though we know it's going to be a little bit higher than that, the annual earnings will be closer to $13.1 million. So that is pretty awesome. Once again, for a decentralized network like Theta, we need these income earning solutions to continue to drive the network forward. And just knowing that as of right now for these videos, I've created a video for the Theta video API, and we learned that they could potentially make about $12 million. And from Theta Drop, in less than a year, they've already made $1 million in earnings from it. I will continue to make these videos with all of the Theta income sources so everyone gets an open source view snapshot of the potential earnings that Theta can make. If you guys can think of any other earnings that Theta does make, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys on the next one.